What's going on, everybody? This is Brian Mazik of The Fight Guys, and also I'm a Forbes contributor. Covers boxing, MMA, and sports video games. I'm going to talk about this Keith Thurman Manny Pacquiao fight that is coming up in July. You may have seen the interview that's already on this channel with Keith Thurman. Thurman talking about Pacquiao basically says he's not a technician, um, not difficult to hit, doesn't even call him a true welterweight. Um, Thurman is talking this whole thing up. He's not being overly disrespectful. It's building the fight, but I also think he's being very honest. I think these are things that he actually believes. As he mentions in the interview, it's been, he asked for Pacquiao 6 years ago. So this is not a fight that he hasn't wanted for some time. And I'm gonna be honest, as someone who appreciates Manny Pacquiao, everything that he's done within the sport, just the type of person that he is, um, I am a little bit worried about Pacquiao in this fight. And don't get me wrong, Pacquiao's not an idiot. He knows what he's doing. He knows what kind of fight he's getting into. He obviously believes he has like absolute, you know, supreme confidence in himself. He believes he has a chance to win this fight. And I wouldn't go as far as to say he doesn't have a chance to win, but I think he has a bigger chance to lose. And I'm going to break it down and tell you why. It starts with size, which that's not anything Manny's not accustomed to dealing with. He's used to being the smaller guy for the most part. But Thurman is very smart, and he's not the kind of guy that's going to give up his height. He's going to fight tall. He's going to make Manny lunge. He's going to make Manny work to close the distance. And when he does that, Keith Thurman is going to make it a point to try to make Manny pay when he lunges, which if you've ever watched Manny fight and you've paid attention, you know that's something that he's had a problem with in his career. Many times it works because he's just such an exceptional athlete with great timing and he throws punches from so many different angles. Pacquiao gets away with a lot of stuff that most people wouldn't get away with because he's just that gifted. Thurman is aware of that, and Thurman's quite gifted himself. So my thought is that he does end up paying um, Pacquiao, making Pacquiao pay for some of those situations. The other thing is age. You know, nobody is ever going to completely defeat Father Time. Pacquiao's 40 years old. Now Thurman's 30, so it's not as if we're talking about a 22-year-old, but I would say you still have to consider Keith Thurman being in his prime. Even though Keith Thurman missed nearly 2 years with injuries, and he came back in his last fight and he didn't look spectacular in his last fight, but he got it done against Josecito Lopez. Now this is his second fight, and for all intent and purpose, you'd say that he's training, looks to be training to be in the best shape that he can be in because he understands the threat level that is here with a future Hall of Famer like Manny Pacquiao. So I'm expecting to see the best Keith Thurman in this fight, or at least the best 30-year-old Keith Thurman that you can see. I always expect to see that from Manny because it's just what Manny does. He's always prepared. He's always ready to fight, and he's going to give it his all. But the age, the length, and the power. There was there was a time that you would have never thought about questioning Manny Pacquiao's punching power. But I think we're at a place now where you kind of have to do that. If you think about it, this go back over Pacquiao's career, his recent career, right? Do you realize that Manny has stopped just one opponent in the last 10 years? Think about that. He has one KO victory in the last 10 years, and that came in July of 2018 when he beat Lucas Matisse, whom most of us, if you watched that fight, you saw Matisse had 1 foot out of the game and 1 foot in. I'm not saying that Pacquiao didn't land and throw punches that, could have stung or hurt any fighter, but Matisse did not have the look of a guy who wanted to go on, wanted to even be there from the beginning. The last what I would consider respectable stop. I shouldn't, respectable is a tough word. The last impressive TKO victory on Pacquiao's record happened in November of 2009 at the MGM Grand when he scored a TKO victory over fellow future Hall of Famer Miguel Cotto. The fight before that was arguably Pacquiao's most impressive knockout when he knocked out Ricky Hatton. I myself was scared for Ricky Hatton. He laid out in the middle of the floor as if there was a sniper in the building. It was a nasty knockout. But Pacquiao was once an electrifying puncher, and he just doesn't or hasn't shown that level of power since. So Keith Thurman seems to have a decent chin. Got hurt, I thought, by Josecito Lopez. Didn't go down. Where he is a little sweet is in the body, especially on the right side. He has been vulnerable to some left hooks to the body. So I'm sure that's something that Pacquiao, his team, and everybody is aware of. And it's something that they may try to exploit. But in the process, Pacquiao still has to close the distance. At this point, I believe Keith Thurman is a harder puncher than Pacquiao, and it's just way too much in Thurman's favor for me to feel comfortable picking Pacquiao, even though admittedly I would hate to see him lose because my level of respect and just overall adoration for Manny Pacquiao. But if I'm giving my official prediction, I gotta go with Keith Thurman. And unfortunately, I think it's going to be Keith Thurman by a knockout. Let me know in the comments, and I'm sure you will, what you think about this fight, what you have, what you're looking forward to about it, what you expect the outcome to be. And also, don't forget to leave a like on the video if you haven't done that. And also, don't forget to click the notifications bell when you subscribe, or if you have already subscribed and you haven't done that. That'll let you know when new videos are dropping. We're talking boxing and only boxing. And I appreciate your time. Appreciate you watching. God bless and peace.